Sivaye Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on Sokkanatha Venba, verse number 21. The verse goes this way. Neeye Parama Sivan Anakal Ninmalane Nayen Ulam Mahira Nandraga Payen Karuthu Adanga Nin Karunai Kati Inba Vellam Aruthiduvai Sokkanatha. Today's verse can be easily understood or interpreted if we go back to our worldly life. Let's talk about one simple example, then we will go into this verse. In our lifetime, we would have worked for a small and medium-sized company where it's like a one-man show. One person would have started a company and we would be working for this person. So the instructions, whatever because the salary is paid by this person, so the instructions are also going to come from this particular person. So he will give us instructions to say what we have to do on a daily basis. Imagine, yesterday he came and he gave one instruction. Today, he is giving a contradicting instruction. What will be in our thoughts? We will be like, hey, why is he contradicting his own self? Why is he confusing so much? Yesterday he said something. Today he is coming and asking me for something else. What am I supposed to do? But we will only think this in our mind, but we won't speak up. We won't go and question him. We can't ask him, why are you contradicting? Because he's the big boss. Imagine the same situation with Lord Siva. What is he doing? He is Parama Sivam. Parama Sivam means the greatest of the greatest. You talk about anything that is big, he's bigger than that. You talk about anything that is great, he's greater than that. Anything that you talk about magnificent, he is magnificent, he is better than that. Lord Siva is beyond boundaries. So, who's going to ask him question? No one, isn't it? So I have certain, like for in my karmic deeds, I have an account that is being maintained by Lord Siva. All my Sanchita Karma, all my Prarabdham and my Agamyam is all written down and he is the one taking care of it. He is the sole owner for my document, of my karma. If he is going to reduce some of the karma, is there someone who is going to ask him? No, right? Because he is the ultimate superior. So no one is going to question him. No one can come and say, oh, why Lord Siva did you reduce the karma for this particular person? No one is going to ask him. He's in that kind of a position. Now my request to Lord Siva is, why don't you do that? You have seen that I'm struggling so much. You have seen that I'm going through so much of a pain. Why don't you do this? As in just reduce. It's basically, reducing the karma so that I can have a more blissful state quite faster. Why don't you do that? What is stopping you in doing that? What will happen when you reduce my karma is, I will get into a happiness state, a blissful state, a state which is beyond words. Whatever we are talking about today, like tranquility and all these, I will be in that particular situation forever, permanent. Why don't you give me that happiness? Why don't you do that for me? Right now, what is happening is my heart, my thoughts, my intellect is like a ghost. It just wanders everywhere. Imagine our thoughts, how fast it can travel. I'm right now in Singapore. If I have to travel to US, if I take a ship, it will take months. If I take a flight, minimum I need 24 hours. Minimum. But my thoughts, the next split second I can be in US. That's the speed. That's the speed of my thought, which means it is like a devil. The devil, the ghost, the evil spirit, which is traveling and it's not stay put in one particular place or one particular situation, and that is sucking me into a situation or a state of turmoil, as in I'm going through this kind of a churning. My thoughts are just churning me. Now what should you do, Lord Siva, to save me from this is, make sure that my thoughts are stabilizing. Make sure my thoughts are reducing. And because of that, as a dog gets so happy when it is being petted by its owner, I will also get into that state because you're my owner and what you are trying to do is petting me. So I will be happy, and because of that, I will get into a state of happiness, a state of blissful state permanently. No one is going to stop me. No one is going to ask you questions either. Why don't you do this? O Sokkanatha, and O Paramasiva. This is what verse number 21 is all about. It's a beautiful verse. Let's talk about the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama Tirchitrambalam.